All right, today we're going to talk about what a B or benefit corporation is. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. Today, we're going to talk about what a B or benefit corporation is. Now, the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I have been seeing more and more and more and more. I'm trying to tell you that I've seen a lot of these lately. I was even on a call last week. It was a webinar, and it was a startup webinar where founders were sharing their experiences. And one of the founders was or had applied to be a certified B Corp. So, what the heck is it? Well, before we get to that, let me just reiterate what a C Corp is, right? So a classic legal entity, a C Corp, and the purpose of a C Corp is, generally speaking, to make a profit for the shareholders, much like a publicly traded company. They're formed as a for-profit entity, and the goal of the C Corp and what drives most of the decisions within a C Corp is to make a profit, to make a return for the shareholders, the stakeholders in the company. The same is true for a B Corp. They're actually a for-profit entity, but they come with a little bit of a different mission-driven focus. And what I mean by that is a B Corp, a benefit corp, you can tell by the name, is designed to benefit the shareholders, but also its customers and the general public. That's why it's called a benefit corp. And what that means is if you think about sustainability, right, or environmental, socially conscious movements, all those things are examples of what could be companies that play in those realms, right, are examples of companies that could be or could file to be called a B Corp, a benefit corporation. Now, again, they are a for-profit entity. So let me give you a couple of examples of existing B Corps, and then I'm going to tell you a few reasons it might be good for your startup and a few reasons it might not be good for your startup. So a couple of examples of a benefit corp or a B Corp that most people, particularly in the United States, would know, right? So Patagonia, the outdoor apparel and equipment company, is a benefit corporation, is a certified benefit corporation. So one of the ways that they do benefits, they are socially and environmentally conscious in how they produce and go about their business, right? Another one would be Ben and Jerry's, right? If you know the ice cream company, they are and have been from the very beginning, if I remember correctly, a benefit corp. So there's a couple of examples for you. So it's not just meant for really small companies. Existing companies are B Corps that you just didn't know it, and they have a benefit in mind, a mission-driven benefit for their shareholders, but also for the general public and their customers. So Ben and Jerry's, they try and raise their dairy in a socially conscious way or an environmentally conscious way. So that's the general concept of a B Corp. So it's something for you to think about when you're forming your company, becoming what's called a certified B Corp, getting the certification. And a couple of the reasons that the B Corp has become popular is because a lot of startups these days are very socially conscious, do good in their mission statements. And the B Corp takes that to another level by going and getting that certification. It makes it clear to your customers and your employees and your other stakeholders that your business model is mission driven with some benefit in mind. Now, you're also going to try and make some money. Remember, it's a for-profit entity, but it's for the benefit of the stakeholders internally and external stakeholders, and even just the general public. So that's one reason to do the B Corp certification, is to make it blatantly clear the mission of your company is driven by those types of mottos or ethics and things like that in doing business. So it can be a good marketing tool for a business. So if you are in an industry or want to create a company that's doing some social good and you want it to be clear to everyone, then it can be a marketing tactic to get your B Corp certification. Now, when I say tactic, that scares me to use that word a little bit because I don't want you to think it's just something you do strictly for those purposes. But if you have social good in mind, you want to benefit the public, and then becoming a certified B Corp is a really good idea. So it signals to the external stakeholders and things like that. There's a couple of reasons you may not want to get it is because it comes with a couple of extra challenges in running a business. So it's not that you have a whole lot of loophole or hoops you have to jump through in running a B Corp, but it does potentially come with some additional audits. So to keep your certification, you may be audited regularly to prove essentially that you are continuing to act in a socially conscious, environmentally friendly, sort of checking all these boxes of being beneficial as a corporation to your stakeholders. So you may be audited on a more regular basis. So there's some things to think about. There's no tax benefits that I'm aware of with a B Corp, so you don't do it for that reason. It's not like a nonprofit where you get the certified B Corp designation and you're not going to be taxed. That's not the case. So it comes with a couple of benefits. But it also comes with some challenges. So what I would encourage you to do is if you are getting ready to launch a startup or have a business and being socially conscious, I keep using that word, but it's the best example I can use, is very much ingrained in the mission of your business. If you launch your business and all you care about is making money and, you don't really care how you go about it, then getting a certified B Corp designation is probably not right for you. But if you went about business because there was a pain point you were trying to solve, maybe within the environment. So maybe you're a biotech company and you're trying to reduce waste out in the environment, then becoming a certified B Corp could be right for your business. So keep those kinds of things in mind when you're thinking about the business that you're launching and that you're trying to grow. This is another tool in your belt that you can use to signal to the market what you're trying to accomplish, to show them that you're very mission driven in what you're doing. But as always, if you're going to go this route, be sure and seek the legal opinion of a qualified attorney. This is just me sharing information with you. Anyways, as usual, I hope that helps. And until next time I talk to you, I hope you find your voice. Have a great day.